clients come in and we create different sets. So if you look around the room, you're gonna see a few different ways that we can create sets, right? What we're sitting at right now is a podcast set. After you all leave today, there's gonna be 4 podcasts filmed in here and probably uploaded and started to be edited tomorrow. That's just how efficient and how quickly we like to turn around things. So one podcast set can also be filmed as a short. I'll slide him over in front of the shelf, probably push him up a little bit, set a camera in front of him, and he does the shorts for us. Right? He changes his shirt, I'll move him to the corner with the tree behind him. Put a coffee table, yes. Okay. I'll put a coffee table next to him, get him a little mug, and he has a whole new set. Right? Then we'll move him over to the wood panel wall. What that wood panel wall is acoustic paneling that bounces audio back to you, right? We do that because it's facing the door. This room isn't soundproofed, right? But we have the higher quality microphones that will isolate the voice. And so what we want to do with the wood panel is we can light it. You see the blue on there now. You can change that to whatever color your branding is, whatever color you want. The reason it looks good is because it gives you that texture behind you that separates you from the wall, right? So a lot of people try to figure out, and I get this is a frequently asked question through Creator. It's a frequently asked question I get whenever I'm on a stage, and where they're like, how do you upload and it look like that? The quality is so high. What type of camera are you using? And believe it or not, sometimes it is the more expensive camera, and sometimes it's our phone. Right? It would just depend on what's most efficient in the moment, because working with Ryan Pineda, you do know things change. I had no idea I would be talking to you in this way today. I had no idea that I was doing a 15-minute Q&A on stage today, right? Found that out at 9 o'clock. So, again, the flexibility and having the capability to do all these things. Come on in. Y'all let them in, slide over just a little bit. And I know that from me and Ryan. I've been with Ryan for about 3 years. When I started, I was just a podcast editor. And when I came in, we were upstairs. It was a disaster. His office was soundproof, so there was no circulation in Vegas, imagine. And I remember, I tell people, if they want to know what it was like to be in a soundproof studio upstairs, watch the Alex Hormozy interview on the podcast, where mid-interview, he just rips off his flannel. And anybody that knows Hormozy knows he always has the beater on underneath. And I'm watching him sweat, I'm watching Ryan sweat, and I'm like, this has to end fast. Thank God back then we were only doing an hour. Now we're doing 2 hours, so we kind of dodged a bullet on that one. But it's not soundproof, so you can hear through the walls, and there's different things like that. Back wall, you'll see a shelving unit. We like to use shelving in some of our videos because it provides you the opportunity to customize it to you. All right, you can bring your picture, you can bring your trophy, you can bring your wine, whatever it is, right? Like some of the stuff on there was just left by creators that came in and filmed with us. But you also see that in Ryan's upstairs office. He has all the shelving with all his little trinkets and toys on it. And it's just a way to create a set. The reason why, we had the opportunity too to blow this wall out and make this a bigger space, but we didn't really want to do that because we wanted to prove to people that in one room I can get 10 to 12 different sets. All right, and that means in your home office, I have literally filmed in someone's living room with the kitchen as the background, right? We can do this anywhere, right? And that's what's important. I'm eliminating your excuse for why you're not posting right now. All right, and so that's just kind of what we go through in media. You're gonna find out really quick that you're gonna have the capability with you doing your homework, taking your onboarding seriously, that you can come in to this studio for a total of 6 hours and leave with 3 months worth of content. It's done time and time again with some of our Pineda Media clients, where we film 2 hooks for each body. 15 videos get you a month. All right, so you can get in and out of here really quick if you come prepared, right? And you accept the coaching that you receive, from our account managers and our coaches. So it's an opportunity for anybody. How many people in here are in creator or media? Raise your hand. Creator?
Why do the content creation
Yep. How many people are in one of the programs, Ryan's program currently, Wealthy Creator or Pineda Media? I'm sorry, I should have said that. Just one. All right, how many people are currently putting out content of their own? That's not enough. All right, so one of the reasons you're here is because you saw a piece of content. All right, and if you didn't see it, you heard word of mouth from somebody who did. All right, and that just tells you the power. We had planned for 1:30, I believe it was, to come. When I came in, I went to the back at 8:30 to kind of see how things were going. We were at 170. That's just power of the social media. It's just power of the platform. Some people heard about it yesterday from a post of his and just showed up, right? So I say that to say, like, you're missing out on business by not posting, by not telling your story, by not giving value to whoever's following you. And so I want to encourage anybody that's not currently putting out content. You're going to be in a room the next 3 days with individuals who are here because of the same reason you are here in seeing that content. Take the time to pull out your phone and post something. This doesn't do anything for me, unless you want to follow me too. But what it does for you is start to give you validity in your space, how seriously you're taking your education and your information and growing your business. So a simple picture with Ryan goes a long way, right? A simple picture of the room full of people and entrepreneurs and business owners. I wasn't out there, but I'm positive that Ryan asked you all how many people make 250 on their business. And I'm sure he followed up with how many make $1 million. That question is so powerful because when we watch the hands raised in the room, it tells you who you're around, right? And so the value that you could be giving individuals in your community, and by community I mean your following, whatever platform that is, I don't care if it's 6 people. The value that you can give from them by just taking video, taking photos, and talking about what you learned, it goes a long way. It is why Ryan is who he is, because he's never stopped or not shared information that he learned. He will learn something tomorrow and tell y'all on stage. That's just how he is. I always laugh because it's like we have a plan going in. Never goes that way. Again, I found out I was talking today at 9 o'clock, right? Just because he knew he wanted to give more than just his testimony in it. You all have heard it, right? You've heard him talk about how content has changed his business and grown his business. Let's hear it from some people behind the scenes that are really involved in it and that are helping other people. Really quickly, talking about Pineda Media. If you're not sure what Pineda Media is, get with somebody that's on staff that can explain it to you in further detail. But what it is, the community is essentially a do-it-for-you, quote-unquote, service. And I quote it because, a salesperson is going to say do it for you. I'm going to say you still got to do your homework, right? Like, I'm on the other side of things, and I'm not doing it for you, right? When we say go do some research, create some hooks, think of some topics, write those topics down, that's homework. Right? So if you show up and you haven't thought of a topic, don't ask me to give you one.
I was just telling her because I'm in a fitness nutrition coaching space, right? And so, you guys don't really do any of that. So I need to come up with the topics that I know I want to discuss on to hit my audience and my niche, right?
Yeah, and we'll be able to help you because we do know how to structure your thought, right? Like, I know how to take your words and make them so that they can convert online. But if you're asking me details on a certain muscle,
if I'm going to talk on how it's right to eat for your blood type,
you're going to have to give me that. What? Yeah, you're going to have to give me that, right? Like, you have to get, and so that's what I mean by homework. But what makes it great is that the collaboration between you and the coach is a powerful thing because the coach may just have the question for you. You may say something that's like, I want to know more about that. And if I want to know more, the audience wants to know more too, right? And that's the power of it, right? Like, we get to go back and forth. Rather than you at home trying to figure out how to film yourself, right? Because the information is all in your heads, right? You all already know it. Mm-hmm. You all are already experts at whatever it is you're doing, whatever niche it is, because you're here. So you're already doing it at a higher level than somebody that's talking about doing it. There's information that you have that I just need to figure out how to draw out of you, which then leads me to podcasting, right? This is why podcasting is so powerful, because I get to sit down with you for 2 hours, really be in tune with you and listening to you to draw as much information out as I can. And every few seconds she says something that's really fire, we clip it. Short, right? Then I can follow up with the same type of topic. I want to know more about that. Tell me this. Clip it, right? 2 hour span, we can get 10 of those shorts out of there easily, right? Powerful ways of making content and collaborating. And again, Pineda Media edits and we'll post for you. The same editing that you see Ryan get, that he gets on his platforms, you would get those same type of quality edits on yours. And we do everything. Like we help you with, like if you got your own videographer, hey, this is how we need it filmed. Right? These ways. I had a videographer send me files that were totally probably like 40 gigabytes of shorts. I said, well, you can keep that. I'm not downloading that much footage. I asked you to film it this way. And you know what he said? My bad, I'm gonna do it again. I was like, yeah, your homework, right? Like this is the do it for you part where I'm like, you gotta help me so I can help you. Because the editors don't have time to spend hours. We are efficient. We wanna get these things out. I tell people all the time about Ryan's content. If you cut your phone on and don't see Ryan at some point, I'm failing, our team is failing. All right? Like, and I want you to do two things. I either want you to figure out how you're going to support or unfollow. Right? Because we're about conversions. We don't care about fame. Like I'm not trying to make Ryan famous. I'm trying to make sure his businesses grow. And so somehow I need you to support, even if it's a comment, right? Because that's gonna get it shared some more. That's gonna get the algorithm kicking in. We're gonna get it pushed. But I need you to do something. You know, a heart ain't enough for me anymore. All right, like that's cool, but I need you to take some type of action, especially when a lot of our videos have a call to action. So it's a powerful thing, right? And you all should be doing it. You have the capability, right? Everybody's got a phone, so there's no excuse, right? And you're standing in a room full of people that are either considering content or doing it. And so I always say, if you see somebody over there filming, you know, go ask them a question, film it. That value of their answer is good for your audience. Even if it's wrong, right? You be the person to decide, I don't like how you said that, I'm not putting that out. But at least you have something, right? And you're creating those opportunities. What comes from that as well is the networking, right? In these rooms, I get to network with individuals all day because I just asked them a question. That's one thing I learned from Ryan. I've watched him get in rooms with individuals that are considered higher level entrepreneurs, and it's nonstop questions. And I was like, bro, I don't even know how you think of these so fast. Like, I see somebody, I'm like, what do I ask him? Right? What should I say? Right? And he's just really quick, which has really accelerated his growth. Right? Like, there are a lot of his partners have come from a conversation that started as a question. All right? You know how to do something that I don't. Show me that or partner with me.
Are you in real estate too?
I'm not.
So
I'm
just
not.
the media?
Just media.
Portion? Are you planning to get into real estate?
That is the plan. I raised my hand too when he asked about 7 figures. As I'm trying to get there as well. I think I will be able to answer that question differently by December. But that's from all of, I intake every piece of content, so I better be doing something, right?
Is any advice you can give us for the people who is going to start making videos? Like, sometimes we are like shy to be in front of the camera, even if it's us on phone, like, oh, what I need to do or how. See, so yeah. Is any advice you can give us?
Yeah,
okay?
Next time you ask a question, record it.
Okay.
Did y'all see that?
Yeah.
She just asked me a question about advice on creating content for newbies. You put that video out, watch what happens. Just watch what happens, right? Because it shows where you're at. It shows who you're around. You tag Ryan, you tag me, you tag Wealthy Creator, you tag, right? That's the flow of the following, right? Like getting eyeballs on it. You have your answer. I just gave you value in your answer, and you have something to post. And it's really that simple, right? Like there's a phone on a tripod right there. That tripod is probably $30 on Amazon, right? It's not even is that an investment? I guess, right? You know what I mean? But it's that simple, right? I had somebody that came to the Wealthy Creator workshop back, I think that was April, and they literally had 2 phones recording, one of themselves and one of the person that they were asking the question to. They didn't need to go buy a $10,000 camera. Ready to switch?
Yep, we're ready to switch.
Okay.
We're gonna have more Q&A a little bit later, so everyone in here is going upstairs to room 204. So we'll kind of guide you.
We hear
Go out
Pineda
this hall
Media,
right here,
the
walk
guy.
down.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
There we go.
quick shout out. What's your name?
My name is Justin Berry, man. Follow me at I am Justin Berry, giving out tons of value on how to create content and grow your business. My guy here is about to be the next big one to go.
Hey, my guy.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Look forward to working with you.
Andrea?
Justin,
Mary, right?
Yes.
We'll find you on Instagram, but thank you so much. So I have a question, does Ryan limit people that tag him? Because I know certain people do that. Comments where they write tag him.
Yeah. If you tag him,
Do that?
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Sure.
Certain ones that
Tag
don't,
him,
so.
like I said, tag Wilson.